If you can do these 6 things between the ages of 70 and 80, you are truly amazing. Have you ever thought about what it takes to live a long and healthy life? You can learn everything you need to know to have the best time in your golden years in this video. For tips on getting healthy, staying financially free, and making real friends, read to the end. These tips will improve your life in general and will help you live longer in particular. Take advantage of the chance to learn how to live a happy life. Before we begin, there's something special I want to give you near the end of this video. A quiet little tip that's made a big difference in my own life. I hope you'll stay with me all the way through. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future moments together. And if you're watching right now, say hello by commenting. Still growing, still glowing. It's always heartwarming to see who's with us. Now, let's begin. Simple ways to live a long and healthy life. By the age of 100 is the first part. Picture yourself being full of life and enjoying the little things when you wake up at 100 years old. Imagine doing things like making a healthy breakfast or going for a walk because you want to, not because you want to be famous or rich. You do these things because they make you happy and free. Like taking good care of a beloved old car, you should do the same for your body. If you take good care of it, it could last for a very long time. Think about how fun it would be to cook your own food. Doing this action is more important than anything else. It's not possible to buy the happiness and freedom that come from doing this. Being able to take care of yourself is worth a lot because it makes life better and brings a lot of happiness. People throughout history who have lived to a ripe old age usually say that they were able to do so by staying active, eating well, and keeping a positive attitude. These habits are important at all ages, not just when you're young. Your body still has a lot of youthful energy, even when you're in your 70s and 80s. Being healthy at age 80 is not a matter of luck. It comes from having a good attitude and making smart choices all your life. To live a long and happy life, you need to get back to basics and make choices every day that you think about. It is important to take small steps and keep your spirit strong and active. Enjoy every moment. Pay attention to your body and work on having a thankful and joyful attitude. From this point of view, every day is a chance to enjoy the small things that give life meaning. This strategy aims to reach 100 while enjoying every moment along the way. To live a full life, you need to plan ahead. Enjoy the little things that make each day unique, and be thankful for the chance to do these things. One is the knowledge that is passed down from one generation to the next. Simple information passed down from one generation to the next will always be useful, even with today's advanced technology. People in the past lived well without the modern medical technology and treatments we take for granted. They stayed active, used natural remedies, and made friends and family in the community to help each other. They had a happy spirit, a positive view of life, and believed that laughter and good interactions could heal. All of these things helped them stay healthy. Take a moment to think about how our ancestors lived. They got through tough times by keeping a positive attitude and getting strength from the natural world around them. They thought about health in a broad sense, which included things like regular exercise, mental health, and social support. They did this because they knew that humor and positivity could help people feel better in ways that medicine alone couldn't. Picture yourself thriving at 80, full of joy, and dancing to the rhythm of life. People who reach this level are not just lucky. They are living examples of a good life, a testament to the values our ancestors held dear. Their days are full of fun things to do, new discoveries, and looking for new adventures. They see every moment as a chance to learn, have fun, and find happiness in the little things. By going on hikes with friends, dancing in parks, or trying out new hobbies, they show that age is just a number and not a barrier. The message from our ancestors is clear and compelling for older people. Having a positive attitude can change everything. Making every day a fresh start for new experiences and joyful moments can transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Many things in life can make us angry, stressed, or older, but keeping a positive attitude can help keep our hearts light and our minds sharp. It helps us handle the hard things in life with grace and strength, supporting the idea that health and happiness are closely linked. Let's honor and value the knowledge of our ancestors by living our daily lives with strength, community, joy, and the health that comes from love and purpose. We can make our own lives better and teach these timeless lessons to people who come after us. Their story shows that a good life isn't measured by how many years you lived, but by how full of love, laughter, and purpose each moment was. 2. Being mentally alert. Keeping your mind sharp becomes more and more important as you go through life, especially as you reach your golden years. Think of your mind as a sharp sword that is ready to face any challenge that comes your way. Even though having a good attitude is important, it's not enough on its own. Being mentally alert is your best friend, especially when you're around people who might try to take advantage of your knowledge and experience. Imagine getting through a complicated maze where every turn could lead to a trap. Unfortunately, the truth is that some people take advantage of the weakness that comes with getting older. They tell you complicated stories about gifts, social events, and events to show their appreciation. These stories are meant to gain your trust and trick you into making choices that may not be best for you. Even though these actions look friendly, they are often part of a plan to sell you unnecessary financial products and health supplements. What a powerful thing it would be to be able to see through these plans. What if you could always figure out what people really mean when they make offers that seem generous? What if you could keep your hard-earned money safe and keep your pride at the same time? The answer is vigilance, which means being very aware all the time and always being one step ahead. Being alert means pretending to be confused when you need, but never really losing your way. It means being very aware of your surroundings, being able to spot tricks, and knowing exactly when to leave. Deals that look too good to be true often are, and free consultations could have costs that you don't know about. Even though health checks are important, they are sometimes used as an excuse to make people buy things they don't need. Before making big decisions, especially ones that involve money or health products, you should always talk to trusted friends or family. There are many scams and false promises in the world today, but your mind is what protects you. You can handle your senior years with confidence and independence if you keep your mind sharp. Use the knowledge and experience you've gained to help you make decisions. There are people who want to trick you, but you have the power to protect yourself. Be strong in your beliefs, stay alert, and remember that a clear mind is your best defense. In this way, you can be sure that you will continue to live a life full of respect, dignity, and happiness. Please leave the first comment below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me and that you think these lessons are helpful. Thanks for your time. 3. Being financially stable and making plans for the future. Imagine that your golden years will be full of life, happiness, and freedom. Imagine not only surviving, but really thriving, enjoying every day with a peace of mind that comes with being financially independent. As we get older, building a strong financial base becomes more and more important. It helps us deal with life's challenges with grace and honor, turning our later years into a time of happiness instead of struggle. Many people have heard scary stories about people who, by the time they were in their 70s, were having trouble with their finances or their ability to move around. These stories show how important it is to not only hope for the best, but also plan for a future where you will be able to enjoy life to the fullest without worrying about money. If you have a complete and solid financial plan by the time you are 70 to 75, You can look forward to a more active and interesting life. This security is more than just getting more money. Knowing your needs are met and your loved ones don't have to pay for your care is very reassuring. Being financially independent means that you won't need your kids to help you out with money. This will relieve them of the stress of having to balance their own financial obligations with the possibility of having to support you. The change from being dependent to being able to make decisions is life-changing. With a well-thought-out pension plan and smart savings, you can face the future with courage and self-assurance, knowing that your health and safety are taken care of. When you own your own home and have enough money, you can live your life the way you want to. As a guest, you can enjoy the comfort of familiar surroundings and make choices about your life without feeling like you're in someone else's home. Being independent is a gift to you, but it's also a gift to your family because it makes everyone feel good and reduces the chance of fights over money. That way, you can focus on living fully in your later years instead of just getting by day to day. By working toward financial independence now, you're setting yourself up for a future where you don't just have to make ends meet but also welcome every chance with open arms and a happy heart. Being financially independent is the key to a future full of opportunities. It gives you the strength to enjoy every moment with joy and the freedom and honor that come with being well prepared for your golden years. When you think about the future, keep in mind that the choices you make today will affect how good your life is tomorrow, letting you thrive instead of just surviving in order to connect emotionally with family. As you reach your golden years, it's important to keep your mind on what really matters, building strong emotional bonds with your family. You can enjoy this journey more if you carefully plan and think ahead to make sure of your financial security. Being financially stable gives you the freedom to live your life the way you want to. It also gives you a sense of peace and comfort that lets you enjoy every moment with your family and friends. But having enough money is only one part of the equation. Being able to communicate deeply with the people you care about is also a big part of being truly happy in your later years. Think about how much deeper and more meaningful life is when your conversations bring people of different ages together and help them grow as friends. Another idea that goes with "you're only as old as you feel" is "you're only as old as you communicate." Talking to each other honestly and openly can be the best way to celebrate 100 years of love and connection. Think about the older people you admire. A lot of them have trouble communicating, and when they talk about the past, they often say things that younger family members might not understand. It is a common problem. Going through old age can make you afraid, stubborn, and feel alone. However, this is a wonderful chance. Instead of letting these feelings push you apart, use your conversations to build bridges of understanding and compassion. Being able to adapt and understand others is key to keeping these connections going. Think of yourself as a grandparent who tells stories from the past and listens to your grandchildren's hopes and worries. Give them support and advice all the time without complaining or nagging. This method not only makes family gatherings more fun, but it also strengthens the bonds that keep everyone emotionally stable. The most important things in life are the relationships we build with others, as everything else will eventually become useless. The strength and support you provide to elderly people are priceless gifts. Your presence, advice, and unwavering support make bonds that can't be broken and are deeply valued. Research shows that emotional connections can boost your health and longevity. Think about how beautiful it would be to grow old with your partner of life by your side. Imagine holding hands with the person who has been there for you through all of your ups and downs, sharing your laughter and tears and making memories that will last a lifetime. This long-lasting relationship is more than just a valuable find. It's a strong example of how love can improve our lives in so many ways. As you move through your golden years, let the love and connections you've built lead you. Enjoy the wisdom that comes with getting older and every moment you have with each other. As someone who has reached 80 years old with their original spouse, you may have found the key to living a century, showing that love is the most important thing we can leave behind. For example, Haley is a 70-year-old woman who starts each day by riding her electric scooter to take her grandchildren to school. Thereafter, she does things around the house like cooking, laundry, cleaning, and grocery shopping, while her husband has a more leisurely day. Haley takes pride in how she runs everything. Is it tiring? She asked herself. Is it worth it? Shows a deep sense of satisfaction. Even if her partner can't do as much, his emotional support gives her a lot of strength. This strong bond, formed over a lifetime, gives older couples a strength that younger couples may not have. Think about the phrase, husband and wife are birds of the same forest. When disaster strikes, they fly apart. This shows how important it is to have a strong bond that has been built up over many years. Original couples have been through many storms together, building an emotional foundation that can't be replaced. Late-life couples, on the other hand, often get together for practical reasons. As an example, think about a neighbor who got married again after losing his first wife. He has found companionship, but not the deep connection he had with his first wife. This is clear from the fact that he is happy. 5. Why it's important to be playful. Our needs change as we get older. This is especially true for couples in their later years, who often value stability over the passionate love they had when they were younger. After going through the ups and downs of romantic relationships, the main need is now for friendship and support. Even though the excitement and passion of a young love may wear off, having a trusted partner to share life's problems with is priceless. However, playfulness is an often overlooked part of older age that can bring a lot of happiness and satisfaction. Staying playful could be the key to living a long and happy life in a world where living to 100 is an amazing accomplishment. Because life is unpredictable, many years may not always be possible, but encouraging happiness and active participation can have a big effect. Many people don't live past 70, and those who do often have problems with their bodies. But some people stay active and full of life well into old age. Maintaining their health is due to their dedication to hobbies and fun activities. Life can still be fun as we age, even if we can't do as much physical activity. Doing simple things that make you happy, like painting, singing, fishing, or even puzzles, can keep your spirit alive and energized. Being playful doesn't mean forcing yourself to do things that don't make you happy. It means embracing activities that make you happy. Think about Sir Isaac Newton. He was a very smart scientist who loved doing simple things, like blowing soap bubbles. The sight of the colorful bubbles floating and shimmering caught his attention and made him feel very happy. Also, there was the economist who retired with a playful heart and spent his time playing computer games, blogging, and doing puzzles with all the energy of a child. For people of all ages and jobs, these examples show that being playful can bring endless joy and interest. Many people feel lost and confused when they retire because they are no longer working and have to focus more on caring for others. The idea that getting older should make you more serious can make you less excited about life. Instead, being playful can be a very effective way to feel better. Finding happiness and confidence in activities that use both the mind and body can make the later years of life better. Studies have shown that older people who are active tend to live longer. Hobbies not only keep the mind sharp, but they also make the body healthier in ways like blood flow and lung capacity. Group activities can help people feel like they belong and are part of a community, which is good for their mental health. The most important thing is that being playful can help you feel less lonely, clear your mind, and see life in a new way. Adding play to our daily lives as we get older isn't just a way to pass the time. It makes the years we have better. We can live a full and active life by actively seeking out and doing things that make us happy. This shows that age doesn't matter when it comes to having fun and being happy. Please leave a second comment below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me and that you think these lessons are helpful. Thanks for your time. Sixth, doing well with hobbies. Hobby is like a golden thread that runs through our lives, adding joy, purpose, and energy to our days. A lot of people say that people who keep their sense of humor don't just survive, they thrive. Picture a life where every day is filled with the excitement of finding something new and the satisfaction of making something new. Doing hobbies can turn everyday things into unforgettable memories that will bring you laughter, creativity, and a deep sense of accomplishment. For people who are wise beyond their years, hobbies are more than just things to do for fun. They're doors to a world of endless possibilities. Think of the soothing stroke of a paintbrush as it brings a painting to life, or the uplifting melody of a song that speaks to your soul deeply. Think about how nice it would be to take care of a garden and watch it grow and bloom. These things give us a spark that never really goes away. They remind us that there is always more to discover, learn, and enjoy. Research shows over and over that keeping your mind active and interested is a big part of living a longer, healthier life. Following your interests not only keeps you feeling young, but it also keeps your heart full and busy. So why not take the chance to start doing that hobby you've always wanted to do? Spend some time reading a new book, making something pretty with your hands, or singing a song that lifts your spirit. The heart has no age limits, and age is just a number. Let your interests lead you through life. They will lead you to experiences that make you happy and satisfied. Take pleasure in every day and see the world as your playground. Enjoy the little things in life more, and your journey will be fuller and more satisfying. Remember to keep your heart open and fun, and life will continue to amaze and inspire you. Let the joy and purpose that come from your hobbies fill up your life with a tapestry that shows how full your journey has been. Part 2. You are very special if you can still do these 8 things at ages 70 to 80. Have you ever thought about how to live a happy, independent life in your old age? It might not be as hard as you think. Keep your health in good shape and your mood positive, and your later years can become the best time of your life. Let's talk about the most important things you can do to stay active, financially stable, and emotionally connected so you can live your best life without becoming a burden on your family and friends. You can still take care of your own daily needs, and your body is still in good shape. Picture a life where you can continue to take care of yourself and enjoy your golden years without needing help from your kids or anyone else. It might sound like the perfect situation, but it's actually quite possible and doesn't require pricey diets or fancy retreats. Making simple, easy-to-find changes that improve your overall health is the key to keeping your independence. Being healthy is a gift that can't be put a price on, especially as you get older. It makes it easy to do everyday things like cooking, shopping, and doing chores around the house. Being self-sufficient not only makes you feel good about yourself, but it also makes things easier for your family. Regular physical activity and a positive attitude are the building blocks for staying healthy. Regular exercise that is appropriate for your level of fitness is very important. It doesn't have to be hard. Light exercises like walking, stretching, or light strength training can make a big difference. Exercise boosts energy, balance, and muscle strength, making you feel more alive and independent. Another important thing for health is a well-balanced diet. You don't have to stick to fad diets or strict eating plans. Instead, try to eat a wide range of foods that are high in nutrients. Your meals should have a lot of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Good nutrition helps your body work and keeps you from getting common health problems. Keeping a positive attitude is just as important. Having bad feelings and stress can hurt your health, which could lead to illnesses and a lower quality of life. Improving your mood is important for your health as a whole. Enjoy the little things in life, like your hobbies, spending time with friends and family, or just taking in the beauty of nature. Getting more physically and emotionally fit can both be helped by doing things that make you happy and satisfied. You give yourself the power to live a full and independent life by adopting a lifestyle that includes regular exercise, healthy eating, and a positive outlook on life. Your golden years can be a time of continued growth, exploration, and happiness, since you won't have to worry about your health or rely on other people. 2. You're still smart, and you can tell when someone is lying. Have you ever stopped to think about why some seniors fall for financial scams or questionable health product schemes? Often, the answer lies in a lack of attention rather than a loss of mental sharpness. As we get older, our experiences and knowledge become very helpful in spotting and avoiding the tricks people use to take advantage of our weakness. There are sneaky ways that dishonest businesses take advantage of the elderly in this story, along with useful tips on how to protect your money and your health. These days, it's all too common to hear about elderly people being scammed into buying health supplements or financial products they don't need. These dishonest schemes can cost them a lot of money and put their health at risk. A high level of awareness and skepticism is the best way to stop this kind of exploitation. It's easy to fall for many of these scams because they look like real deals, gifts, expert advice, or even free health checks and tours. Usually, these offers come from unofficial sources and are meant to get you to provide them personal information or buy things you don't need. To keep from becoming a victim, you need to be able to spot these warning signs. The offer of something for free is one of the most common tricks. Many times, scammers will make an offer that seems too good to pass up, only to use it as an excuse to get private information or force you to buy something. Gifts, unrestricted consultations, and free health checks may appear alluring, but they are often deceptive tactics used to exploit your trust. It's important to keep your cool and be careful with who you talk to. When someone makes you an offer you didn't ask for, you should always be wary of things that seem too good to be true. Learn the most common tricks scammers use, and then tell your friends and family about them. Being aware of these schemes is a powerful way to stop them from taking advantage of people who aren't as familiar with them. Always keep in mind that acting confused or unsure can be a strategy to buy time or avoid making a hasty decision. However, it is very important not to let yourself get really lost or stressed out. The best things that can help you spot and avoid these scams are your sharp mind, the knowledge you've gained over time, and your life experience. Stay alert, learn more, and keep protecting your health and safety from people who want to take advantage of your trust and resources. Please leave the third comment below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me and that you think these lessons are helpful. Thanks for your time. 3. You don't need to ask your kids for money because you still have enough money. If you're older, have you ever thought about what it really means to be financially independent? Imagine a life where you don't have to worry about being dependent on your kids all the time, where you keep your dignity, and where you fully enjoy the freedom that comes with managing your own money. This vision isn't just a lovely thought. It's actually possible with enough planning and foresight. In our later years, being financially independent means a lot more than just having enough money to meet our basic needs. It includes keeping one's own dignity and making sure that family relationships stay positive. Even though the thought of having money you can't use is scary, the thought of getting through old age without enough money is even scarier. When older people have to depend on their children for money, especially when those children are also having money problems of their own, it can cause stress, discomfort, and even anger. Having a strong financial base, such as a well-managed pension, many savings, and ideally your own home, can make these worries a lot less important. When you're financially stable, you can take care of your daily needs without putting too much stress on your kids. This makes it easier to get along with others and avoid arguments and misunderstandings. Being this self-sufficient not only improves your health, but it also makes your family life more peaceful and helpful. Think about the real-world benefits of being financially free. It lets you make your own choices, whether they have to do with paying your bills, enjoying your hobbies, or even buying things on the spur of the moment. More importantly, it means that your kids don't have to help you with money, which can make them less stressed and give them more time to focus on their own lives and duties. As we deal with the challenges of getting older, it is important to put our financial independence first. To make sure we can enjoy our later years with a sense of security and independence, this planning includes careful planning and thoughtful management of resources. Being financially independent frees us from the stress of being financially dependent, so we can live with honor and respect. Having peace of mind is one benefit, but it also helps us have better relationships with the people we care about. 4. You can still talk to your kids without getting into big fights. Have you ever noticed how some older people seem to be able to keep loving relationships with their children and grandchildren while others seem to be stuck in arguments and emotional distance? I would appreciate it if there were ways to connect people of different generations and build deeper bonds with your loved ones. Even though getting older can be hard, being able to adapt and show empathy is key to keeping these relationships going. Focusing on giving emotional support and being present in the present moment instead of dwelling on old grudges or misunderstandings is one of the best ways to change relationships. This method can help you connect with your family members in a stronger way. Many older people find it hard to talk to others. Occasionally, they discuss old things or show fear and stubbornness, which can cause problems with younger family members without meaning to. Often, these problems happen because of a difference in generations, or because people tend to stick to old ways of talking to each other. You can, however, make the interaction more positive and helpful by working to close this gap. Being adaptable when it comes to communication means being ready for change and new ways to talk to your family. This could mean learning to value modern points of view or discovering common ground and interests. To have empathy, you have to really understand and accept other people's feelings and experiences. It's possible to make the environment more supportive by being there for people emotionally during hard times and focusing on building rather than criticizing. Instead of dwelling on old grudges or venting your anger, it's better to show that you understand and offer real support. This not only encourages respect for each other, but it also makes the emotional connection between family members stronger. When you're older, it's less important to be stubborn and more important to listen, change, and respond with compassion. 5. Your partner from the beginning is still alive and well. Have you ever thought about what makes long-term relationships different from relationships that start later in life? Picture Linnea, an old woman whose spirit and vitality shine brightly. Even though she is over 70 years old, she still does the things that people do every day, like riding her electric scooter to take the kids to school, doing her own grocery shopping, cooking big meals, cleaning, and taking care of her husband. Her voice is filled with a deep sense of pride and fulfillment, even though these tasks are very hard. This pride says a lot about the strong emotional bonds and how important it is to stay together for life. In Len's story, the unique value of original partnerships is shown through the relationships that are built and cared for over many years. Sharing experiences, growing together, and getting to know each other better over time are what these relationships are built on. These kinds of bonds give people a unique sense of stability and connection that is often deeper than relationships that people build later in life. On the other hand, people who start dating later in life may do so for practical reasons or because it's easier for them. Even though these late-life relationships can be fun and helpful, they don't always have the deep history and emotional connection that make his long-term relationship special. Take the case of a neighbor who remarried after the death of his first wife. He continued living his life and met a new partner through introductions, but he could never find the emotional satisfaction he felt with his first wife. This shows that having a spouse in old age is definitely valuable, but it's hard to recreate the depth and richness of a relationship that has been built up over many years. A long-term relationship gives you more than just company. It gives you deep emotional satisfaction and stability. Because these bonds can't be replaced, they remind us to value and protect our original partnerships. Having these strong ties gives you a sense of continuity, shared memories, and an understanding that can only come from sharing a lifetime of experiences. They are special and important parts of life that, once formed, become important to our emotional health and happiness. Please leave the first comment below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me and that you think these lessons are helpful. Thanks for your time. Sixth, you are still working hard to learn, and you can get around easily outside. Imagine being able to handle the challenges of modern life without any problems, no matter what age you are. The truth is that this level of independence is not only possible, but also very helpful for many older people who are willing to keep learning and improving their skills. In a world that changes quickly, staying curious and open to new information is very important for keeping your independence and confidence. As we get older, continuing to learn can make it a lot easier to deal with the problems we face every day. Technology changes quickly, and everyday tasks are always changing, which can be scary. But it also gives people chances to become more independent. For many older people, learning how to use new technologies or understand how modern systems work can be the key to staying independent and in charge of their lives. Seniors often have trouble getting used to digital tools like smartphones and online banking. Learning how to use a smartphone to do things like look up information, send messages, and handle online payments can make your life a lot easier and make you less reliant on other people. Instead of getting deep into complicated legal topics, learning useful skills can have a big effect. Seniors can feel more confident and able if they focus on useful skills, like how to use apps or online services. It can be very helpful to encourage elderly loved ones to visit safe websites, use digital tools, and do things online. These skills not only make their lives easier, but they also give them a sense of power and accomplishment. Practical ways to learn can make the process fun and useful, like going to class, watching videos of people playing instruments, or practicing new skills with help from family. The main thing to remember is that learning new things all the time is a great way to make life easier and encourage independence. It doesn't have to be hard or scary to try new technologies and ways of doing things. We can help older people get around better and enjoy life more by encouraging and supporting them as they learn new things. In conclusion, working hard to learn new things and adjust to new developments can make everyday tasks easier and more satisfying. This method not only keeps the mind sharp, but it also helps people stay in charge of their lives, which leads to a more satisfying and richer experience as they age. Please leave the fourth comment below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me and that you think these lessons are helpful. Thanks for your time. 7. You enjoy things in life, so it's never dull. Have you ever thought about what makes some older people seem so full of life and energy while others seem so bland and quiet? Usually, the key is not genetics or medical progress, but having hobbies and interests that bring joy and meaning to daily life. As we get older, some physical activities might get harder, and some might not be possible anymore. Playing games and doing hobbies, on the other hand, can make every day a lot more enjoyable. You shouldn't force yourself to try new things or develop new interests. Instead, it's better to find and develop hobbies you enjoy. Hobbies like painting, singing, gardening, chess, or fishing are more than just a way to pass the time. They give you a sense of purpose, keep you from being lonely, and are good for your mental and physical health. Studies have shown that older people who are active and have hobbies tend to live longer and healthier lives. Doing interesting and stimulating things keeps the brain active, slows down cognitive decline, and improves life in general. Think about the inspiring lives of people like Sir Isaac Newton, who found joy in something as simple as blowing soap bubbles, or Eugene Yuan, an economist who stayed young by loving computer games and blogging. These examples show that happiness and activity are strong factors in living a long and healthy life. Their stories show that hobbies are not just fun things to do. They are important parts of a full and interesting life. Encouraging older people to stay active and have fun reinforces the idea that age is just a number and that happiness and interest can last forever. Hobbies aren't just a way to pass the time. They're a way to live a full life with a purpose. By pursuing their interests and passions, older people can still feel accomplished and happy, showing that the search for happiness is something that can be done at any age. 8th, your heart is still wide open, and you don't bother comparing yourself to other people. Have you ever stopped to think about what it really means to be happy and successful in old age? In a culture where getting older is often associated with being stubborn and having limited views, Professor found a story that goes against these ideas. Keeping an open and wide heart, accepting life's flaws with grace, and starting each day with a calm sense of acceptance are all themes that run through the story. This view not only goes against what most people think about getting older, but it also gives us a deeply inspiring picture of how we can make our lives and the lives of those around us better. As people get older, they often think that their vision gets worse and their personalities become more rigid. However, this time in life can also show how wise and caring you really are. Being able to stay open-minded and accepting as you get older is a truly rare and beautiful trait. The person in question chooses to accept other people's flaws instead of dwelling on them. People in this group resist the urge to be jealous of other people's successes and instead find joy in them. They don't criticize their kids when they're upset about money problems or not knowing what the future holds. Instead, they accept each day as it comes, seeing each moment as a gift and finding happiness in the here and now. In today's world, turning 70 or older is not at all seen as old. Instead, it can be a time of renewed energy and happiness. Keeping an open heart and a broad view of things is at the heart of thriving in old age, as shown in the narrative. We can find inner peace and happiness by refusing to compare ourselves to others or downplay our own achievements. When we live each day with a calm and accepting mind, we can be happier and appreciate life more. This way of thinking not only improves our own experiences, but it also makes the lives of those around us better too, by creating an atmosphere of mutual respect and understanding. As we age, this story is a powerful reminder to do so with grace and strength. It makes a point of saying that old age shouldn't be a time to hide away, but a time to embrace and fully live. To have a happy and fulfilling old age, we need to find a balance between good health, financial stability, emotional intelligence, and an active, involved lifestyle. We can improve our physical and mental health by making regular exercise a priority and keeping a positive attitude. This will help us enjoy the little things in life and keep our independence. Financial independence is essential for a comfortable and stress-free life. Having enough savings and a steady source of income lets us live our lives on our own terms, without the worries that come with not knowing how much money we will have. Committing to learning new things and being flexible throughout our lives also helps us keep our minds sharp and interested in the world around us. Using new tools and technologies can make our daily lives easier and help us stay in touch with each other. Hobbies and social activities make us happy and keep our spirits high. They also keep us from being lonely. Taking care of a garden, following a creative interest, or just spending time with family and friends are all things that are good for our health. It is very important to keep a positive attitude and an open mind about life. We can have a richer, more satisfying experience if we accept others' flaws, don't compare ourselves to others, and enjoy each day as it comes. When our hearts are open, happy, and thankful, we are more likely to find joy in every moment, which makes our golden years truly shine. Before we begin, there's something special I want to give you near the end of this video. A quiet little tip that's made a big difference in my own life. I hope you'll stay with me all the way through. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future moments together. And if you're watching right now, say hello by commenting, "Still growing, still glowing." It's always heartwarming to see who's with us.